those L's, I couldn't sleep right now. I get paid, vacay, I'm staying B-side. Breaking the blues over steak, I gotta eat right. You could be my peace sign. I don't need that energy around me. I just need sun, you're so cloudy. I wake up good, you're so grouchy. Please get from around me. When the truth don't work, you start telling lies. Thought you were down to ride, you weren't down to ride. Caught switching, you were picking sides. Don't blink, caught slipping like a slip and slide. I was shooting dice till I got a nosebleed. Money on the floor, can't get cold feet. Took a L, should've put it in the offering. Lord, forgive me for my sins, don't know of me. Scary thoughts, I got scary thoughts. Lost control, now I'm taking charge. Breaking bills, friends breaking off. You could be the youngest, I'm the dawn. Kiss the ring now. In the scene like GOT. Stay awake, don't sleep.
Welcome, everybody. There we go. Hey, honey.
Hey, how you doing? Let me try that again without mute.
Haha.
How are you?
I'm good, sweetie. How art thou?
Good. I haven't seen you in such a long time. Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
You are so welcome. Just going through some of these backgrounds here, playing around with them.
Excited to talk about these lovely, I don't know if we would call them lovely or crazy.
I know, right? Yeah, that's a cool one. Yeah. All right, so it looks like we don't have, I don't know if we have an audience tonight, but I tell you what.
We're here.
Yeah, we're here. Sounds good to me. I tell you what, though, that tell-all, that was crazy. That was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that was some, they definitely, hey, Dolly, welcome in.
Dolly Bush,
Dolly
what's
Bush
up, honey?
in the house.
Welcome, honey. Love you. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate
Thank you, Dolly.
Yeah, we were just about to start talking about the tell-all, and so now we're in the last section of it, part 2, and this was the one where we dealt with Rosvin and Amanda, we dealt with David and Sheila, we dealt with Gino and Jasmine and their issues. It started off with finishing off with Raleigh and Violet, which I have to admit, and if we go into, let's see, I don't know which one they are.
Oh, I can pull them for us.
Oh, there they are. Okay. But Riley and Violet, it started it off with her crying about the fact that she had a miscarriage and she was unable to hold on to the child that she claims was Riley's. And then here's Riley. I don't know, though, Dolly, that I like the way Riley handled that. Riley seemed a little cold and closed off. You know what I mean? This woman was, about to have your child, and she's sitting there crying, saying she does have feelings for him. Even though things were a little weird when they were there, it just seemed like Riley could have had a little bit more compassion for her, because a lot of the arguments and things that they had, he started. Okay?
Yeah. I think he definitely held a lot of grudges with her for some of the lies, and it came out in like really weird ways. Like, I think if she was pregnant, I thought he was very insensitive. The way that he treated all the other women on the show seemed like he treated her a bit differently.
Yeah, he treated her way differently than he did. I don't think he's respecting you, and yeah, he's not taking your opinion into consideration. Well, guess what? That's exactly how you were acting towards Violet. Did you not see that? You know, what do you think about that, Dolly? I don't, Diley. You heard that right, Dolly, Riley. Then we got
Riley, Violet, and Diley.
right.
Dolly
I-
said she doesn't think Violet was ever pregnant. Ooh, I think a lot of people might have
Wow,
too. I
that's
don't
a
think Riley thought she was, so that was where we all got the idea.
wow. You
Is
ladies
that,
got me there. It's possible.
is
It's
that
all
why she wouldn't go to the doctor that he wanted? Quite
You
possible,
know what,
right?
Jen? You might have a point there, honey.
I mean,
That
I'm
could
just
very well
saying,
be.
now that she's got me thinking about it, that could be it. And I guess, yeah, it always seemed like he was talking in an elevated way to her, to me. And I don't think they were a good match because it reminds me of, she's somebody who needs a kind of a manly man that also has a sensitive side. And
Yeah,
he's very sensitive, has too much emotional stuff going on where she's more secure. And that's
yeah.
why
He's
I
got
think
too
he
much
didn't work.
baggage.
Yeah, like he took things seriously when she was joking and then took things in the wrong way when she was being serious. It was just never, they seemed to never be able to communicate properly.
No. And anytime they got into a good zone, it seems like something would happen, and he would just take them right out of that zone by, asking her a question or trying to pull up something that was, hurtful or just not something that, you know what I mean, that should be
Yeah.
talked about, and wouldn't leave it in the past,
He
you
kept
know?
saying now that things are going well, I'm not going to bring anything up. And then it's almost like he couldn't help himself because that stuff was still bothering him. And a lot of
Right.
it should still have bothered him, that he let it go and then he wanted to bring it up at times when they were happy, though, I think was my biggest point with it. But Riley said she was coming to America. Very true. And I don't think that he wants a relationship. I think he wants to be friends because he doesn't like the way it ended. What do you think, Dawn?
I do too. I think he's protecting. I think he's self-protecting, and he said there's a crack in the door, but I honestly don't think he's ready to let her through that crack. I think she's going to try to force her way through there, which would be a mistake on her part. If it's going to happen, just let it happen naturally. Don't try to force it. But I honestly don't see that going beyond a friendship. They don't get along.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that's ever gonna work, especially after this, unless she got him with the whole crying I was pregnant and he feels responsible, but he sure as heck didn't seem like it.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. Let's see who is next. Okay, so we saw David and Misha last weekend.
Misha and Nicola.
Misha and Nicola
And
last week.
I love the way everybody was like, I think I'll do a Misha and Nicola and pray for him. Remember, even at the end, everybody, they're going to be like the confessional couple. Dolly
Right.
have another comment about Riley. I'll read for you. This
Okay.
is show host. Riley don't like to show love. He's afraid. Yeah, that's very true. He was so skeptical
agree.
that the thing that he feared ended up happening.
I agree. He self-manifested it.
Mhm.
He kept that in the forefront of his mind. He kept that in his thoughts that was what was going to happen. He was always suspicious of her. So you drive people to do things when that's what you're constantly focused on, and they say usually it's because it's what are you doing. So I don't know that he was cheating on her or being, who is this friend of his? You know what I'm saying? Is he talking to her in an extracurricular type of way? Why are you always accusing Sheila? But then again, you got to take it a scene where Sheila's very secretive.
Violet.
Violet. Sheila, who am I talking about? Because I'm
You have
looking
her
at
on the
that right there.
screen.
Yeah, Violet's very secretive, and she did have that scene where she still had the app up, the dating app, and she was talking to somebody. So, I think Riley made the proper move, keeping it broke off. So we'll see when she comes to the U.S. I know Dolly will probably have the scoop on what happens.
Ro
So,
in the house. Rose thoughts
hey
is
Rose,
here. What's going on?
how are you?
Can't wait to hear Rose thoughts.
I know Rose
Dolly
thoughts.
and Ro in the house. We got it all going on here.
So I don't know. We were just talking about. Well, I'll put it back on. We were just talking about Riley and Violet. What are your thoughts on them? Because I feel like and Dolly and Jen seem to think that Violet was never pregnant.
Well, I didn't ultimately, when I saw it, I didn't think that, but Dolly got me thinking, because she didn't want to go to the doctor. I'm like, maybe
Right.
something was sketchy, but I don't know. I didn't catch that when I was watching it. But Dolly, you have a great, idea
Got
there.
insight.
Dolly
Got
knows
insight.
all.
But yeah, because I was thinking, I took the stance of I thought Riley was being extremely insensitive to her situation, and the fact that she had a miscarriage, and he says he didn't know any of that. But I don't feel like they're going to end up together, even though she's coming to the States. I feel like they're going to maintain a friendship because I don't feel like they get along. Every time they do have good moments, Riley's bringing it down with his BS. You know what I mean? So I just didn't see chemistry between them. I didn't see a romantic connection. It even blows my mind that they even had sex that one time. And maybe more than I don't know, but it blows my mind. I can't even picture them having sex. It just seemed like they genuinely didn't click to me.
Yeah, I felt like he talked down to her like a child most of the time. Maybe it was the language barrier, but I always thought that, and I saw it on here, that he treated the American women differently. So in some ways, I thought that he was trying to control her in a way and almost coming at her like a child, like, don't lie to me, tell me the truth, why did you do this? And then having the friends say, why did you do it, after it was resolved, like you said, and bringing things up. And I think that she needs somebody who's a little more sensitive, but not as sensitive, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Not as skeptical, because she's very secure, I was saying. So let's hear Rose's thought. Oh my gosh, wait. I've never heard this word before. Here's the word of the night. I think she had a shushmortion. Is that an abortion that's hush? I've never heard it.
Shushmortion. You know what? Now, I did think that when she said, yeah, I lost it for health reasons, not because of anything that I did purposely to lose the baby. I'm like, why would you feel the need to clarify that?
Right. That's true. I didn't even hear that part. And Ro also said, when he didn't say let's get married, she got rid of it. She thought it was going to get her a golden ticket. And Dolly said, I felt they never had sex, and pregnant was really confusing, and pregnancy was really confusing. I thought Dolly said something. Oh, Rose said he made her pee on a stick in front of him. That shows the trust level that they had, though, right, Dawn?
Riley's not playing no games, man.
The trust. I mean, if I told you I was pregnant, if that was even possible, you would never say, okay, you might say, oh, let me see, let's make sure, but not like him, where I want you right in front of me, I want you to take that stick, and I want to see it, and I want a screenshot of it. And I need you to go to my doctor.
Right.
Oh, if you use the A word on YouTube, you get demonetized. Really? Oh, okay.
What A word? Which one? A-hole?
No, I think she's talking about the other one, about getting rid of the baby.
Ah, okay. Really?
Who knew?
Wow. Okay.
Well, luckily you don't have a super chat up or anything yet, so
yeah,
we'll remember that. Thank you.
Really?
We need rules. I'm like, they
Yeah,
have so many different rules with them, don't they?
they do.
I mean, what if you're literally having a discussion about it? Like, what if there's a live stream discussing teenage pregnancy or something,
That's true.
It seems
That
like
is
the whole
absolutely-
world's becoming, what's that, like communist or something? We can't say anything.
Well, I don't know, but that I see Riley and Violet ending up as friends. I really don't see it going much further than that. I really don't. Yeah, moving right along to David and Sheila. So David and Sheila, I like. No. Where are we at? I think David and Sheila. First of all, shout out to David for getting her house fixed up and actually putting a roof on it.
Yes.
It didn't look a whole hell of a lot better, but it's way better than what it was looking. And I feel so bad because too bad he couldn't get that fixed up before Mom killed herself in it, right? But because she didn't seem like she was obviously older, but I mean she didn't even have that much gray hair. It seemed like she kind of had a few more years on her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like she died a little prematurely there. So yeah, it's just a shame that he couldn't get that done before she died. But I'm proud that he's stepping up and taking care of her. And who thinks David looks way better with that full beard?
I do.
Let the hands be seen in the chat. I feel like David looks like a completely different dude. When they went back to show clips and they showed all that scruffy shit he had going on all season, I'm like, in comparison, I'm like, he looks like almost a completely different dude.
I don't know if it was the beard or not, but it looked like he gained a bunch of weight to me too. Didn't he look heavier?
He didn't seem that much bigger. He seemed
Maybe not a bunch, but he
size.
looked a little bigger.
Yeah.
Ro raised her hand.
Yeah, he looks totally better. 100%.
Yeah, I agree. I'm looking at the picture you have on here of him, and he definitely looked. I think most guys look better with a beard. We were talking about that one week, weren't we?
Yep. How about the BJ comment?
Oh my gosh, that was funny how he was showing everybody how to do that stuff, right?
He was like, I'm like, alrighty. And that kept showing the sex words and stuff and scissors and all of that. I'm like, okay. Sean Robinson was like, David.
I know, right? She was like, what are you doing to these people?
Right. But yeah, that's just I don't know. I didn't want to be picturing any of that. But I think that it's really cool that they're working on getting the K1 visa. I mean, 4 years for them to do it the other way around. That's crazy. So hopefully, some time has already obviously gone since the tell-all aired. So hopefully that we'll be hearing some good news in the tabloids or on Reddit or something about them real soon. I hope that she gets over here with John Reel and they have a nice life together.
Me too.
Because they deserve it. They've been through a lot. Her mom dying, him being deaf and him overcoming all of that whole house situation. He worked 85 hours. That's and so you could tell he loves her. He's working 2 full-time jobs just to make sure that she has a safe roof over her and her son's head and her dad, obviously.
I think that's really, I think they totally respect each other. You could even see the way they fight is correct. Like, even when she was jealous, she didn't want to come at him and she didn't want to cause an issue. And that just shows that she wasn't trying to upset him. It was her thing and she knew it was probably stupid, but she's just jealous. I was thinking too, hey, how you doing, Farah? Thank you for coming.
Farah, welcome, baby girl.
House. I wanted to say it.
82 in the house. Shout out to. Where are my thumbnails? Where are they? Honey? Where are they? Shout out to the J Crew, Dolly and Roe. Love you, girls. Shout out to ADT Crew. Farah, welcome. They are all one and the same now. Shout out to Coach and everybody over at American Dream Trading. We had an amazing aftermarket tonight. That was some good learning in there. So shout out to everybody over there. I can't wait to trade with everybody tomorrow. But yeah, ladies, I'm telling you, I don't know. I think David and Sheila are gonna make it. I'm proud of him for stepping up and being the man that she needs and taking care of business. I'm sure her mother will be proud. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because she's
And
definitely not using him. I don't think. I think that's some
I got
true,
them waiting it out.
that's some true love right there.
I got them really bonding and coming together and staying in. I don't think the distance, if anything, it's made them closer because
Right.
now they've met and they've had sex, and he's met her family and he's seen her. They've been together.
Right, exactly.
And he's going to try to take some trips there. In the meantime, if they have to wait a couple years, he'll probably take one or two more trips over there if he can find the time. But if not, their relationship is definitely strong enough to withstand the distance. It already has.
Right. Wasn't that sweet when he was like, he got so upset that because he's going to marry her, but she couldn't have the wedding, and he knew she wanted all her family there. And
Yeah.
It was probably unlikely with their financial situation that they would all, or the people she wanted, be able to come over. And weddings in other countries are like these crazy, like we think ours are crazy. Like they have some cool little rituals, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Hey, KT is in the house.
KT, what's up, baby?
One of the originals.
Welcome.
Dolly said David and Sheila were the best couple on the show. Yeah, they're the ones that everybody want to be.
I completely agree. I mean, those are the two that you wanted to stay together. And in the second place, I would go with Statler and Dempsey. I like them together too. Everybody else can go kick rocks. Even though Statley and Dempster.
It sounds too much like dumpster.
Yeah, even though they had their challenges, I think that they found a happy medium that both of them can live with. I'm curious to see how Statler handles it with the van or truck or whatever it is that they're doing. Road trip.
I keep thinking of I live in a van down by the river.
Yep. But yeah, I really, really am pushing for the best for David and Sheila. Wonder if she gets pregnant, what will happen? Will it be a baby who can hear or can't? That would be interesting because she's got hearing issues. And they said as she gets older, hers is going to get worse to the point where she's not going to have any hearing either. So yeah, she needs to get on the sign language ASAP. But
I was thinking during that, when that girl said, he said it was impossible, and that was a good answer to tell him that she learned it in a month. That girl, maybe she's a genius, and maybe Sheila's a slower learner or something, but David handled it well.
Absolutely. Yes, he did. Yep. So who else we got in there?
Want me to pull them?
Sure. Yeah, Johan and Danielle were not on there.
There's Dempsey and Statler I just pulled up.
Okay, yeah. So I think Dempsey and Statler might have been last week.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, they didn't really they were just on the watching.
They were on the watch list.
Statler's faces were hilarious, her expressions. Right? Like every time something would happen, she was like
yeah, Statler's crazy, man. Statler's insane.
No, that's old. Oh, these are the other show. Hold on, let me get. Oh, okay, Misha and Nicola, they were on last week, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I believe Christian and Cleo. You see them?
There we go. Finally got them.
Okay. The beatdown for Christian, man, oh man, they were not letting up. They were not letting up, and as well they shouldn't, because he needs to stop playing dumb and act like he knows, like she's got some sense. None of us are buying that you don't realize that you're flirting. Okay.
Right.
None of us buy that. It's simply a, hey, I don't know what? Huh? It's a what about Bob situation. You know?
But
It's
we
like,
all
you
know
know what
what's
you're
going on.
doing.
Yeah. You
Because if
can't.
she walked up to a guy and started talking to random guys in the bar, how would you feel about that? But he knows she's not going to do that, so he pushes the envelope. Because I don't think he would like that if she did it in reverse.
I mean, that's why, honestly, I think he's chosen someone who's insecure and kind of like is into him. Like, he thinks he's this movie star kind of guy or this,
Yeah.
good catch. Because most people probably look at him like that girl did and roll her eyes, And like, so I think what he's doing is he thinks he's cooler than he is. And he
Yeah.
needs somebody who plays into that ego. And also, he can still do all his bull, and go out and do his thing and then just be like, I love you, and somebody who's like he might, I was like, he really shouldn't be tying himself in a relationship if he still wants to go out and have fun and talk to women. That's fine. That's what single guys do. And it's not like
Yep.
he's going out with his friends and watching the games and hanging out with the boys all the time and likes to socialize. He literally likes to just go give women attention and see if they'll give it to him. So it's like,
Yeah, I love the way you put that.
he said about Marion and then she's sticking with me. I'm like, when he pulled, Dawn's like, he's not going to ask her to marry her. I'm like, he's crazy enough to do it.
I was proud of him, even though he didn't officially ask her. He set it up nicely. It's like, yeah, I'm going to, or you should know that's probably coming sooner than later. Because he looked like he was actually crying a little bit when he was leaving London. So I'm like, let me find out he really felt something for Cleo, So I don't know. I think they may end up.
He's an actor, remember?
No. Yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah, I
Actress.
forgot about that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that they'll make it because of like the differences between them. She's always going to be introverted. He's always going to be extroverted. Can they meet in the middle?
But that way he won't have her around when he's going out. That's the thing. I think that's why he wants someone like that in a different country, so he can still go out and do his thing and still have a girlfriend.
He might, yeah. Yeah, I completely agree. Completely agree.
Yeah, he did, Dolly. Dolly said Christian asked Cleo to marry him, didn't he? Like, in a way, he didn't formally propose. Rose got some comments. It wasn't a real proposal. He was testing the water, seeing if she was into possibly getting married. It was an asshole move, but I thought it was weird. She met the woman in his family, but not the men. That's weird.
Yeah.
Strange. So all the women are okay with it, but the men wouldn't go. Like, what?
Right. That's absolutely crazy, dude. That is absolutely nuts. And he said that the men in his family were a lot more conservative, but
they're married to those women though, right? Like,
right. So how do you not, I mean, if you love this guy, he's your brother or son or what, how do you not meet the woman of his life that he's thinking about marrying? How do you stay out of that?
They feel like he's embarrassing them. It sounded like what was he saying? They were like, why would you do this to us? And it's just weird. Does he mean like
it's like what, live
his
his
family
life?
Not connected to those men, or was it those men's wives went out with her? Like, who were the women? Was it just his couple of sisters? Or I'm so confused.
That was I think it was, he said all the women, so it's probably a compilation of both.
Weird.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? I think that she's enamored with the fact that somebody actually wants to marry her.
Yeah, me too. And she's new with this new body.
New with the new body. I think she's so introverted and he understands her, but he's not. It's like she said, he's everything I'm not. You know what I mean? And she's also everything he's not. She's a lot more, like, if there couldn't have been more polar opposites, it would be these two. But somehow it seems to work for them.
She's very insecure, and I think he plays into that.
Yeah.
Like, I think she can't believe that she's got this guy. That's what I feel like. And
Yeah,
even though
and willing to stay with him at all costs, even if it means giving up some of her self pride and dignity.
and you even said something. You're like, is she scared of him?
You know, you didn't get that. Did anybody get that in the chat? Show of hands or?
Yeah, I think you're right once you said it.
Yeah, because it's almost like, well, I'll speak for Cleo. No, Cleo has a mouth, and she always kind of gets like when the friend came on and was about to spill the tea. She's like, like, don't say anything that's gonna get me smacked tonight.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that's how she came.
And I thought he was going to hook up with that lady after the show, claiming that's not his type. What is not your type? You go after everybody, every woman.
Right.
It seemed like. So I feel like I bet we're going to hear later on the gossip channel that he went and had like, I don't know, spent the evening with that other chick. I wanted to get to know her. She came all the way here to the show. I mean, we'll go without, having dinner or having some food. Like, what's the problem?
Let's talk about that for a minute. This chick fended him off. Okay, the whole dinner thing was like, yeah, I gotta go. You know what? Thanksgiving. Oh, gee, thanks, but I think I'm gonna have plans. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have plans.
Why did he even tell her that she was coming? Because it wasn't even like she said maybe and then text him later on. It sounded like she cut it off right there. So, like,
it was unnecessary for him to even tell Cleo about it.
Unless she was going to see this and he knew it. So I guess it is recording. Rose said, how do you plan to marry someone without half the family knowing the spouse? And I don't see it working long term. Yeah.
I agree. I completely agree. If she does marry him, which red flag, I don't think you should, but if she does marry him, she's going to constantly have to sleep with one eye open, thinking that he's going to run out or something else is going to be happening with him. She's going to be in for a hell if she marries him. She'll be trapped in a hell of insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, and he seems like he kind of controls her a little bit. I don't know what you guys think, but it's like he can shoot her a look and say a couple sentences and she knows to back off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, wow,
I feel like I did we already talk about Amanda and Rosman or not yet?
Why did you want to talk about them some more? I think we did a little bit.
Oh, okay, cool. What am I looking for then? Oh, I know who we didn't do. Was it Gino and Jasmine?
Right. Okay. Yeah, they did last show, but they also had some on this show. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think she's jumping the gun with the family thing. And Gino just put it straight out there. He's like, well, I'm a little worried because you're bringing up stuff in the prenup. Does that mean you're going to murder me?
I thought that was hilarious because aren't we all thinking that? I was like,
that first thing came out of my mouth.
Temper,
like even when I opened, Gino.
But I don't know. Like, she seemed like she's starting to mature a little bit as this time goes on. I felt like the way she was with the other, and at the end, it was the only time I've ever seen her say something nice without already like just blowing up at him.
Yeah, she got cussed out in a nice way by a couple people, and she took it in stride. She didn't go off on them, which, holds true to her story. She goes off on Gino because he allows it. She doesn't know these other people. She doesn't know what she can get away with and what she can't. That's why she hasn't gone off on him yet. Based on, just, I don't know. That's just nuts, though. I don't know. Do you guys think she's capable of taking Gino out? I kind of do. I think that's the cold conspiracy theory because you guys know that I said that a few weeks back when she first brought up the will. It's like, okay, maybe Gino should sleep with one eye open. She's into Dane. She's asking for a will. I'm like, okay, are Jasmine and Dane plotting to kill Gino and get his money, and she's gonna go back home and live with his money with Dane?
Who knows? Dolly said, Amanda said the F word to Jasmine. Yeah, she's like, you don't know me, so shut the F up, I think, right?
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, people can draw their own conclusions. I'm like, and unfortunately, like on this one, I was kind of more on Jasmine's side because
It's
I
hard
don't
to
like
get
Amanda either.
But yeah, if I had to choose between the two, I like Jasmine way better than I like Amanda. Amanda is a bitch, and I didn't like the way they kept painting Rosvin out to be the guy that was just using her just to get to America or just to add to his social following. He very well may have gotten a bump onto his social media following from being on this show, but that's not why he was in a relationship with Amanda. I think he genuinely had feelings for her, but and what wasn't hammered enough, she killed those feelings. She was a complete bitch to him when the season first started. You know what I mean? And they just, time after time, she was just being cold and like sterile to him.
Yeah, I agree. I think that he could never come into trusting her again after that.
He couldn't do anything right.
He was just, I remember that one day he's like, something does not feel right. Like he could tell she was only half in, and I felt like he was kind of protecting himself. He couldn't let her in when she made that 360-degree turnaround. It wasn't even like she eased into it. She went from, as soon as she found out that other girl was his friend, was interested, all of a sudden
that's when shit flipped around.
And then the sister spills the beans saying that
she's messing around on you.
She's messing around with this. She was doing to the other guy exactly what she was doing to him. It's like she's chronically going on these men's lives and gifting them and trying to reel them in just to not know what she wants.
You know what it is?
I think husband. Yeah. He made the smart, I think, move because I feel like he's the wrong person for her and she's the wrong person for him. He's a little too sensitive to have somebody with that many emotional issues right now, and I don't really think she's ready to get married to someone. I think she needs to, just take it slow.
Yeah, and also somebody who's got that much of a asshole personality, because she said it. I'm a bitch. I can be a bitch, and if you can't handle it, then maybe, yeah. He's too sensitive. Sensitive guy with really bitchy woman. Doesn't work. She will walk all over top of him and completely emasculate him.
I feel like that was going to be an ongoing issue where she was never going to live up to her husband, and it was going to be a constant thing. And I feel like maybe she needs somebody who's been married or has kids or something that's a little more mature.
She needs somebody who can tell her ass to kiss their ass. You know what I mean? She needs somebody who's a little bit more rough around the edges. Like Gino, we thought Gino was a doormat, which he was initially, until he started growing a set and getting back in Jasmine's ass. And I honestly think that's one of the reasons why Jasmine is still wanting to be. She's like, okay, yeah, he's because she would have been bored if Gino didn't start coming back at her like that.
Dolly said, failed foster dog mom. Hey, welcome.
Yay!
Thanks for coming. She said TLC would never have Jasmine and Angela Deem on the same stage. Angela would make
said that. Oh my God.
Out of her. Oh my God. Did I say that wrong? Tamale.
I think they should get Angela, Molly, all the bitches, Amanda.
They keep them away, right?
Even Yara. Yara's got some bitchiness going on with her.
And then Dolly said Amanda was talking to another guy online while she was talking to Roz. Yeah, and the sister totally put her, like the sister kind of was also defending Rosvin in some situations on there. I thought she was gonna
the sister probably wants Rosvin for herself.
Knows how she is. And Rose said she wants someone that will financially support her and her kids. And when she realized he wouldn't, she was out. Now that's true. Yeah. That's when it caused a lot of problems.
I really feel like the sister wants Rosvin for herself. I really do. I don't see how that would work out, but You know what I mean? And I don't know why he's a glutton for punishment. He's going to come to the U.S. and, yes, I want to try one more time to make it work. Why? Is it an ego thing because she's talking to somebody else? I thought you didn't want her. He broke it off. Now he wants to come over here and give it another shot.
He
Like,
knows
what
what's
sense does
right.
that make? Yeah, he might be trying to use her just for a spot to stay while he's here for a while.
Dolly said Amanda told her sister relax, meaning shut up. Yeah, because
Yep.
he said I didn't even know about that. So she put stuff out there that he had never been told.
Yeah, she said it like 3 or 4 times. Relax.
Relax.
Like, shut up, bitch. Don't be bringing that up.
That's going to
You
be
don't
an
even know
argument
about all
later on. I'd hate to hear that phone call. But they seem like maybe they have that love-hate relationship where it seems like they're opposite, right? Like she seems like Miss Snobby Goody, and the sisters got like the tattoos, and
Yeah.
they seem like two different people. Free Airbnb, Rose said. Yeah.
That was the theme, right? Wow, yeah.
Who else did she say that about last week? Somebody was trying to get a free Airbnb. I forget who it was.
Oh, man.
Cleo, and I think that was him. That was the guy. I
Christian.
can't remember. Christian, right. All right.
Speaking of which, yeah, that's just, I really think that Cleo, honestly, like I said before, just really is enamored with him. Who thinks she's going to say yes to this proposal if he does propose to her? I'm curious to know what you guys think. Yeah, I do too. I think she's going to say yes.
She's like, oh my gosh, I can live the dream of getting married as a woman, you know.
Yep.
Put the dress on, like maybe
Who
she's
thinks he's going to break her heart?
I think he's going to continuously break her heart, and she's going to stay with him through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And she's never really going to stand up and leave him for the way he is, because he's got her convinced that's his personality. My personality is to cheat. Sorry.
And it's like, don't punish me because I'm not like you, really introverted. Yeah, no, well, don't punish me because you're a flirt. You know? I don't know. I'm still talking about them. I know.
She will, Rose said, and he and his family will push her to have transitional surgeries right away. Yeah, I pray she don't, KT said, right?
Yeah, man, she needs to get more of that. She needs to get like the real deal and stop rubbing it on her skin or whatever that is. I mean, come on, what, you rub something on your skin and it transforms you? That's a little crazy, but yeah, she definitely needs to have all those surgeries done. Mm-hmm. Get a little bit more stronger estrogen for that voice. Like raise it up just a little bit more.
KT said he gonna keep breaking her heart. Yeah, he is.
Yes, he is, and I hate that for her.
But she's got those love goggles on right now. She's not seeing the truth. It's estrogen cream. Rose said. Yeah,
that's. I don't know. Wild.
Who thinks? What do you guys think about Gino and Jasmine? Do you think they're gonna work out?
I honestly do.
Oh, okay. Rose said menopausal women use it. Really? What does it do? Maybe I need some. Does it make you more normal? It's like.
No, I think it helps with hormonal issues. I think Gino and Jasmine honestly are going to actually work out. They're 2 peas in a pod.
Yeah, I do too.
He's not going to find anybody else to love her like he loves her.
Well, that's right. We did hear that. Rose said they already broke up. I saw the conversation. I totally forgot. Remember I showed you for her and little Mike talking?
Who?
Jasmine. Remember, I think they were just talking as friends, but Mike from, is that his name, Mike?
Mike Burke.
Mike Burke and her, I saw the FaceTime conversation. I think somebody was telling us last week. So they broke up like for good, her and Gino? I thought someone said that, and then I was like, was it just that they were talking?
Wow.
Wow, dude, that's crazy. I guess I was wrong about that one.
Wow. That would explain why she's in New York and hanging out with Mike Burke, and there doesn't seem to be any Gino in sight.
KT said, "Hell no! I want Gino to leave her. He needs to leave her ass.
He really does.
Yeah." And
does.
Dolly said, "I don't think Gino and Jasmine will make it. She's talking to Mike Burke." And Rose said, "Yes, that's what the gossip blogs are saying." Wow.
Yeah. I told you. I don't know if you guys remember this, but do you remember on Mike Burke's season, I said that he and Jasmine would be a better fit? Because Jasmine was also with Gino at that point.
She can really control this guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I said
love that.
Jasmine and Mike Burke would make a better fit because he's somebody who wants to work and give away his money. And Jasmine loves that. She wants somebody that wants to give money. He wanted to pay him and his rent and be in financial domination over her. Yeah, I'm like, that's the kind of man Jasmine's looking for. And nerdy, he's got all that going on.
You did say that. You definitely did. Dawn was calling this before it even happened. You heard it here. You can probably find the clip.
Yeah, what we gotta do is go back in the live streams. I'm sure I said it at some point.
Yeah, I think so. Unless you said it in front of the TV when we were watching. I'm sure you might have said it though. You're going to be like the guru of 90 Day if you said that. You know the future.
Yep.
And he takes off his hat. Oh, Gino does?
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, Gino sleeps in that thing. He's got the little fedora thing.
Or like, does Mike Burke? I forget. I don't think he was wearing a hat, was he? He sounded like a little schoolboy. Like, sorry, I was working. When he got on the phone, like, he definitely is into her. That was not a friendship thing. Oh, Mike. Okay, yeah, Mike takes off his hat. Okay.
Yeah.
He likes those bald men, even though she claims not to.
So where we at? Is that it for the couples?
I think so. Like, I can't. Did we miss anybody, guys, that you know from the tell-all? That was my joke because Mike doesn't wear a hat. Oh, I got you. Okay, that's why I got you. So she's saying that's why she likes Mike because he takes off his hat.
Yep. Well, yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch The Other Way, so I'm probably going to watch that tomorrow. I'm going to probably go ahead and crash now because I've been up since about 5 o'clock this morning. With the trading and getting in the early group. Farrah, you guys know how that is. Getting up with Nate and Mark McSee and those guys and then doing the aftermarket, I am spent.
Yeah, she's been on the live since 5 o'clock and then also has been up in the mornings. I could hear.
Yeah, I get on there about 7 o'clock and then I'm on the Zoom all day and then, and Farrah knows what I'm talking about. So yeah, I am spent right now, but
thanks for coming on here and entertaining us for a little while. And thank you guys for coming. Ro, KT, Dolly. I enjoyed.
Love you guys. My J crew, my ADT fam and my J crew.
Foster Dog Mom.
Yes.
Giving us
FFDM.
Yeah, that's a long one to say. I don't know what to call it for short. I don't want to call you failed. I don't want to call you bastard. Maybe I'll say dog mom.
Don't want to call you dog.
Yeah, so
call her mom. What's up, Mom?
Right. I don't know if she'd like that either. She's probably not. I'm probably old enough to be her mom.
Guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us and talking about these crazies. Oh, Tyree.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Tyree. Do we have his?
Ray.
We definitely have his picture somewhere.
Yeah, it's up there, up in the
Oh,
top couple
oh.
of them.
Okay.
But yeah, Ty. You know what? Some part of me wants him to hook up with the real Carmela, even though I know that's not happening. But I really felt like she kind of genuinely thought he was a cool dude, you know. But obviously, she didn't pursue it, and he didn't pursue it. But yeah, that was that guy's voice, and he didn't even pick the phone up. You know what I mean? When they tried to call Christian.
yeah, I don't know why I'm having such issue here. Let me go up here. Oh,
That don't matter.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see him. He's hiding. He's embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was really that was crazy, dude. Everybody seemed to definitely have his, you know,
Seemed to have his back. Yeah.
mhm.
You know, but even he said he was gaslighting himself. So yeah, it's like time to stop doing that, dude. Time to stop doing that. Everybody was in his corner. It's like move on. You know what I mean? So yeah, not a whole lot to his story there.
Rose said she's got to be on a green card because they had to get married within 90 days, and this is months later. So that I think she was still talking about Jasmine, if I'm not mistaken. There.
Wow.
But yeah, Tyree, I'm like, I felt terrible for him, and it's almost like he knew it was happening, and
Couldn't stop it.
yeah, he just wanted to
He
keep
kept-
going.
Keep hope alive that he was going to meet this woman of his dream that he thought was the real Carmela, you know, but it turned out to be her, but she wasn't interested, not even in the slightest. And the real Carmela turned out to be some dude
What
who called him a
actually
stupid
was
American.
going on, Dawn? Can you explain to me? He went there and he was watching him, and then he took some clothes and stuff to a store and dropped them off. Like, he didn't even make her see him to get that. He dropped stuff off in another country at a random location and left and came home after getting stood up.
He
Good
did.
night, Dolly. Thank you. She said she's got to finish unpacking some boxes from a move on the 12th of September. Okay.
Yep.
Well, nice
My
meeting you.
eyes are getting heavy. I'm out, ladies. Yeah. We might as well call it a night. But thank you guys for coming, and I will definitely see you guys next Tuesday, same time, same channel. Jen, you got anything you want to add?
No, I'll be here. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Love you guys.
Love you.
See you next week.